Hey guys, welcome to today's episode of the vlog. Today is Tuesday. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different. Hope you are all having a great day. Our day is come and kind of gone already. We're still trying to get used to this getting darker earlier kind of thing that's been going on, and unfortunately it is 20 to 7 and it's pretty much dark out. So that kind of stinks. Drew took the boys over to the park a little while ago to go burn off some energy. I figured I'm stay here at the house and do this video for you guys. So like I said, today I want to do something a little bit different. So I have gotten questions in the past about what do I use to make the videos, how do I do my edits, what programs do I use and stuff like that. So I figured it'd be fitting to do a quick little video on the technical end of what we do here at the Gonz family to make these videos happen on a daily basis. So in reality, our setup is pretty simple. We use mainly just one camera at the moment, and that one camera happens to be a Sony a5000. We bought it back in I think May or June, and it's really suited our need. I wanted something that was going to have a flip-up screen so that we could frame the shots when we're vlogging and stuff like that. And unfortunately, a lot of the higher-end Sonys did not offer that. So we were kind of limited as to what cameras did have the flip-out screen and what was available local to us. I was looking at the Canon G7X, and when I went to our local Best Buy and other stores in the area, no one stocked it. They did stock the Sony though, and I was able to get it for a good price, and I figured, hey, this appears that it's gonna work, it's gonna suit our needs. So recently I decided to add on to it. The Sony is a great camera. I feel like the image quality is pretty good, for the price that you pay for a sub $500 camera. I think it's hard to beat the quality that this camera could put out. The only thing that I felt was lackluster with it was the audio quality. It does have stereo microphones, but unfortunately when we're out in a busy street or something like that, it picks up all the ambient sound around us, and it was real bare trying to deal with that in post and trying to get those background sounds out of the audio. So I decided I wanted to upgrade the audio equipment on this camera. Just one downside, there's no microphone input, and there's no cold shoe, hot shoe setup on it at all to mount a microphone if I wanted to. So that kind of left us in this weird position of I want to get a better mic, I want to have better audio, but I don't necessarily have the budget right now for a new camera. So I started looking around online, and I found a company called Smallrig, and they make this rig for the A6300, which is like the highest end of the Alpha series little cameras. And after doing some research, it looked like my camera would fit in this rig. So I figured, hey, it was only like 60 bucks. Let me give it a shot and see if this even works. After getting it and putting the camera in, I noticed that there was a couple fitment issues. Like I couldn't open the battery door. I can't hit the shutter button, which is fine because I don't really use this camera for photography. I'm only using it for video. So I wasn't too worried about that. But the other main issue was that to get the camera to sit in the rig, it was like hitting in a couple spots. So I had to clearance some stuff to get the camera to sit flush in the rig. But by buying this cage and putting this cage on, I was able to have the ability to add other audio components to the camera and have it all be in one solid unit, which is ultimately what I was looking for. I do plan on getting a second camera sooner than later, so that this way Drew could have her own camera, I could have my own camera, and we could just get double the footage whenever we're out. So that's a big deal to us. But in the meantime, I wanted to make something work on a pretty small budget, and I feel like this definitely makes it happen. So I'm going to switch over to using my trusty iPhone now so that I could show you what I put together here. Here you could see this is the rig that I was able to put together that I feel does the job. We have the Sony a5000 sitting in the Smallrig cage. The cage is basically just an aluminum cage that holds the camera. It mounts to the bottom 1/4 20 tripod hole that's in the camera. So as you can see, I was able to add a microphone. Here we have the Rode Videomicro sitting on top, and over here on the side, I was able to mount a Zoom H1 as a digital recorder for the Rode Videomicro. So ultimately what I have is I was able to separate the audio from the visual aspect of the video. So audio is in its own contained little system here of microphone and recorder, and the camera is basically being used solely for the video. I use the onboard microphones in the camera to sync in post when I do my final edits, and I switch over from the in-camera audio to the microphone setup. So like I said, this has been working really well so far. I've only had this set up together for a couple days now, and I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. It's relatively light and it's still pretty small, so it's not like it's a real bear to have to travel with or anything like that. So that's what I was able to put together. So once I'm done filming, then it's time to start editing all the clips and making one complete video out of all the little bits of our day. For that, I use a Mac Pro with Adobe Premiere Pro CC. Been really happy with Adobe Premiere. I feel like I've barely even scratched the surface of what I'm capable of doing through that program. When we first started making the videos, I started out using iMovie, and that was also super easy and very natural to use. I was able to put together our first video pretty easily. I did start to realize that there were certain things I wish I had a little bit more control over, and that's what led me to leave iMovie. All our editing is done in Adobe Premiere Pro CC. As for accessories, currently I've been using a Joby GorillaPod tripod as like the main tripod that we carry around all the time with the camera. It's been great, but it does have its flaws. I feel like as time goes on, it's been loosening up and it just is starting to get a little soft and floppy for my liking. So I am looking at other options for something small to use as a daily carry tripod on this setup. I really haven't been able to narrow down what the next tripod of that nature is going to be. I did buy 2 extra batteries for the camera. This camera does like to eat batteries pretty quick, and there was nothing more frustrating than being like halfway to 3/4 of the way through with our day and realizing I had to stop to charge the one battery that the camera came with. So I did add 2 extra batteries, and I carry a couple rechargeable AA's for the audio recorders. So that's pretty much it in that regard. We really kind of pack light. So there you have it, guys. I hope you found this video interesting. I just figured I'd share what we use on a daily basis to make all these videos happen. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and also feel free to leave us a happy friendly comment down below. If you have any questions or suggestions or anything like that, we'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button and keep up to date with everything we're doing here at the Gonz family. We'd love to share it with you. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all have a wonderful night. God bless. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.